All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving right into the heart of browser automation. We're going to break down 4 of the most essential Selenium WebDriver commands, the ones that let your scripts actually see what's on a page and navigate all the tricky parts of modern websites. Let's get right to it. So let's start with a really basic question. When you run your script, how does it actually see the web page? How does it know where the login button is? Or how to count all the items on a search results page? Or what to do when a new tab suddenly pops open? That's exactly the puzzle we're going to solve today. Okay, so to get to the bottom of that, we have to start with the absolute foundation. Before we can tell our code to click anything, we have to understand what it's even looking for. We've got to be able to identify our target. And the name for that target? It's a web element. It's a really simple idea, but it's so powerful. A web element is literally anything on a page you might want to interact with. We're talking text boxes, buttons, links, even images. They're basically the individual puzzle pieces that your script needs to find and then do something with. So we know what we're looking for, these web elements. But what about the how? How do we actually tell Selenium, hey, go find that thing? Well, Selenium gives us 2 main tools for the job, and which one you pick, it all comes down to a really simple question. Do you need to find just one thing or a whole bunch of them? And here they are, find element and find elements. The difference, you guessed it, is right there in the name. Think of find element as your surgical scalpel. It's precise. It goes in, finds the very first element that matches what you're looking for, and returns that single item. Perfect for something unique, like a login button. On the other hand, find elements. That's your fishing net. It finds all the elements that match your criteria and scoops them all up into a list. This is exactly what you want when you need to, say, count every single product on a page. Okay, let's make this super practical. We're going to automate a login on the famous Sauce Demo website. This is a classic scenario where every single action is aimed at one specific, unique element on the page. It's the perfect job for find element. And check this out. It's a perfect step-by-step process. We use find element to grab the username field, and then we send it our text. We use find element again to grab the password field, send some more text. And then, one last time, we use find element to locate that one and only login button and click. Each step is a precise, singular action. Awesome! We're in! But now, the game changes. We're looking at a page full of products, and in the website's code, they all look pretty much the same. So how do you grab all of them instead of just the first one? And this is where find elements is the hero. We give it a locator that all 6 of those product items share, and instead of stopping at the first one, it just keeps going. It gathers every single one of them up and hands them to us in a nice, neat list. Pretty cool, right? All right, so finding stuff on a single page, we've got that down. But what happens when the website throws us a curveball, like opening a brand new tab? Your script's focus is still stuck on that original page. So we need a way to manage, and more importantly, switch between these different windows. The secret sauce here is something called a window handle. Just think of it like a unique name tag, a random string of characters that Selenium automatically pins on every single tab or window the moment it opens. This ID is how Selenium tells them all apart. And what's really cool is that this mirrors exactly what we just learned with finding elements. Get window handle is your scalpel again. It gets the ID of the one single window you're currently focused on. And get window handles is your net. It scoops up the IDs for everything that's open, so you can manage the whole shebang. Let's put this to the test with another real-world scenario. We're going to the Sugar CRM site. Here, when you click the Request a Demo button, it opens a whole new browser tab. Our script needs to be smart enough to follow along. Okay, so here's the play-by-play. First, the moment we land on a homepage, we use Get Window Handle to get the ID of that first tab. We save it. Then we find and click that Request a Demo button. The second that new tab opens, boom, we immediately call Get Window Handles. Now we have a set with 2 IDs in it, the original one we already saved, and the new one we need to switch to. Okay, so you've found your elements and you've got your window handles. You have all the pieces of the puzzle. But how do you actually use them? How do you tell Selenium, hey, Stop looking at this old tab. I need you to focus over here on this new one. And this is the magic that ties it all together, the switch to method. This is what turns those handle IDs from just useless strings of text into a powerful command. You take the ID of the window you want to control, you pass it to switch to, and you're essentially telling the WebDriver, okay, drop what you're doing and shift your entire focus to this new tab. From that point on, every command you run will happen in that new tab. It's the absolute key to making multi-window automation work. All right, we've covered a ton of ground here, from pinpointing one button to juggling multiple browser tabs. So let's wrap this up and put everything together into a simple, powerful summary. Think of it as your new automation cheat sheet. So here's your automation toolkit, all in one place. Use Find Element for that one specific button or field. Use Find Elements when you need to grab a whole group of items. Use Get Window Handle to bookmark your starting point. And use Get Window Handles to manage any new tabs or pop-ups that appear. Seriously, mastering just these 4 methods will get you so far in building automation scripts that can handle whatever a website throws at them. So the power is really in your hands now. You've got the fundamental tools to find pretty much any element on a page and navigate across multiple windows and tabs. So the only question left is, what complex, awesome user journey are you going to automate first?